Hi, everyone. The purpose of this video is to get AppsFlyer app verified with Google and show you for each OAuth client that we use how the connection looks like. I'm going to make sure that you see the client ID. And then in the end of the video, I'm also going to show you how everything is brought together into showing the advertiser, our customer, marketing performance dashboard and insights. All right, so I'm going to start with our first OAuth client, which is for our PBA product. On the GCP platform, it's called AppsFlyer PBA Google Ads Client. So I'm just going to go and start ahead. I'm doing connect account. Here, I'm going to show you the client ID. There you go, 1 second. So in the URL, you can see that I'm marking the client ID for this host client. All right, so this is it. And now I can connect. And AppsFlyer.com wants to access your Google account. I allow it. And there you go, I have it connected. Like I mentioned in the end, I'm going to show how everything is being brought together into one dashboard. Okay, great. So let's move on to the second one. I'm going to show how we connect to DoubleClick. Same flow, we want to pull revenue data for ad revenue in this case. And the customer can integrate here. They log in. Again, I can show you, there you go, the client ID. All right, so this is the client ID. You can see it in the URL, and I can connect. AppsFlyer.com. Great. I can close this. So this is DoubleClick. And again, in AppsFlyer's GCP, it's also called DoubleClick ad revenue. That's great. The next one that I'm going to show is for AdMob. And the same, it's called AdMob, also in AppsFlyer project in GCP. And you can see I'm connecting to it. Let's see our client ID. There you go. All right, so this is a client ID for this app, for this OAuth client. And again, I can continue to AppsFlyer.com and I'm logging in. And that's great. Allow. Cool. Next. So we're moving next to our cost product, which also requires a login to your Google account. This one is called just AppsFlyer Google Cost. And again, you can connect to Google Ads. And you can see the client ID. There it is, the client ID for this app. And then I'm connecting. Everything works fine. It's great. And then sorry, this is not the one I was looking for. Okay, and then I can also see our AskAd network product. And you can see also it's called AppsFlyer SKD Google Ads Client Prod. And I also am going to connect from here. And you can see the client ID. Check, I'll look for it. There you go. So this is our client ID for this app. And again, I'm logging in with my account. Now, this hasn't been verified. We're waiting for the verification from you guys. But if I go to advanced and I decide to continue with AppsFlyer.com, then I have the access and AppsFlyer.com access. And this is used to pull SCAD network data, which is the new attribution method introduced by Apple for iOS 14. So I'm going to allow it. And then basically that's it. Now I promised I'm going to show in the end how everything is working together. So this is how it works. In the end, the advertiser has a dashboard with all of their data, not only from Google, but all other ad network channels, whatever they're working with, and they can see here installs, touch points, clicks, impressions, cost, revenue. So I've mentioned these in the past items to show how we pull for each and one of them. And in the end, everything is being aggregated and being put on this dashboard. So we have a lot of data that we show our customers. This is one example. This is the main dashboard that we have, but we have other products which provide data. And you can see here all the insights that the advertiser can then produce from this data. Yeah, one last thing. We have two more OAuth clients that I didn't talk about. One is called RTA, Google API, and this is specific OAuth client that does not have an interface. It's a specific integration between Google and AppsFlyer. AppsFlyer is a certified MMP, mobile measurement partner. And if you want more information, the end user, the advertiser, does not need to do anything with that regards. AppsFlyer directly connects to Google with a token generated by Google given to AppsFlyer. So this, if you have, this is a specific MMP Google API that has been created by Google. And if you have any questions, I've listed down Justin as the contact. He is our partner at Google. And this is, I think this is the address if it's not clear. And we have another OAuth client, which is for client for raw data, which is only for internal purposes, but it's listed on this project, but it's not being used. You can see it's a service account client. It's not advertiser facing. It's being used internally by AppsFlyer. So that's that. Thank you. Let us know if that works. Thank you very much.